Hello. Good evening, everyone. Can you see me now? Can you hear me clearly? Well, there was some technical problem. So now I'm okay. Can you hear me? Yes? Please put in chat box. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, dear friends. Great. Today we are again with a special purpose, right? So today we are going to learn is all about the result of greed and selfishness, and that causes war, right? So today's our objective of this part will be, we are divided into three parts. It's like basic reasons, the causes of this war. Second thing, we will look into different types of wars, and we will also look into the whole goal of our today's lesson will be how many countries still have worked towards peace. And I will also speak to you about the IWPG, the Mr. Manhili, how he has worked for peace, right? So that will be our objectives. Let's begin our. Well, I want to tell you why I'm doing this live session with you all. This is live session of IWPG. IWPG means International Women's Peace Group is have a main objective and a mission of theirs that they want to train 3.6 billion women for P as a peace lecturer. So we call it PLTE, Peace Lecturer Training Education. And I am the one of them. I'm learning it out so that I can spread this word of peace, this culture of peace to as many as possible, right? And well, people, those who do not know me still, I'm Agatha, the founder of Amchagar, who has been listed by Forbes, authored Agatha Sushila Dies, and the second book, The Secret Way to Success. And today I'm here to teach you something about why we all are working for the peace. Okay, so let's reflect a little bit to begin our session. Let's go back what we had learned earlier. So as far as I remember, let's recall. Do you all remember anything? Put in chat box if you remember. Meanwhile, I'll share with you. So first lesson we studied about the preciousness of life. That how in the seed whole human being is hidden, and how the process takes place, how every part of the body is created in the womb of mother, right? The preciousness of life and that miracle of life. If people understand that we are being created as a miracle, we will never kill anybody, we will never go for war, right? Then we studied how, what all qualities you need to understand about each other, that we all are one at energy level, we are all human brethren, right? So we need to have love, compassion, justice, harmony, tolerance, dedication, respect, right? If we have these qualities, we are going to respect every human being. We will tolerate every religion, culture, dress, food, and there will not be any problem. We will find beauty in all differences, right? And thereafter we learn in the further lessons. Yes, do you remember Precious of Life? Yes, very good. What did we study last week? Where it was more of a violence, we promised ourselves, remember? The violence, how people's mind is created for violence. Because at the young age, parents think, oh, this is technology, so they will give their children to play with gun, they will give swords to play. And those smalls from the birth, from the very young age, we are learning the different use of different toys, which is putting into in our subconscious mind. Our children are reading different types of books, and we think, oh, our children are reading, we are never mind, we have never looked into what books they are reading, and their mind is getting imprinted with those of things. So whenever such situation creates, they quickly act and react just like that. Yes, we studied that. Then we studied about the childhood, the social media, how that is affecting, right? How the social media is affecting. If little war takes place one place, if it is put in social media, whole world is, all are active into that. Although that problem was small, but with the social media, with the TV and the news, it's become so big. right? Then we studied about the verbal communication. The verbal communication, what we studied that what language we are talking, how easily we tell them anything, very negative words, and how negative vibrations, negative words, even to the water which we kept in the two glasses. If you keep one glass, you remember we kept one glass, it was written love, one glass where it was written hate, and the molecules of the waters change, right? Do you remember that? Yes, very good. I'm happy that you can recall things with me. Wow, very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, and today we are going to learn little more about this war, that why this war happens, what makes people to go for this war. Yes, we have a lot of stories that why war is happening. People are greedy, people are selfish, people want more land, they want more and more, and that greed is the maximum or the most important point which creates war, right? Okay, so I'm going to begin today's lesson with one story. Okay, so be attentive. I'm going to ask you the questions. Perfect. Yes, please put in chat box. Yes, then I go ahead. Perfect. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story. It goes well. There was a company and there was a manager. So picked up all the employees together and he wants to play a game. Listen carefully. Okay, come close. Listen to me carefully. So the manager wanted to have game between this company and all company employees, and he put these employees two different groups like A and B. Okay. Then he gave everybody balloons. Okay, and he told you, okay, go break each other's balloons and let me see who is the winner. So everybody was very excited, right? If some games are given to us, we are also very excited to play, right? So they also did. They are also human beings. They also did the same thing. And then what happens after 10 to 15 minutes? First, initially, they really enjoyed breaking it. It was a lot of laughter and fun and all sorts of things. But there is last when everybody's crazy to get to win the game, and they were like really more furious. They were just saving my balloon should only be broken, and they were willing to break others' balloons. And I mean, you can imagine if you have played this game, right? Okay, so at last, what happens? One person is the winner. True, very true. Now manager said, okay, the game is over. Now manager asked them a second question. Manager asked them, now tell me how are you feeling? So tell me how are you feeling? If you are the winner, how you are feeling? And if you are the loser, how are you feeling? Let me know what do you feel. Yes. If you are winner, you feel so happy, you are so proud of it, right? And those are loser, they feel very sad. And that's exactly I'm telling you. Then the manager tells me, okay. Do you also can you give me suggestion kids where everybody will be happy? What they would do? Any idea? Any clue? In that activity, everybody could be the winner. What could be that done there? Instead of breaking everybody's balloon, yes, very good. I'm so happy. Let me clap for you. No one will burst anybody's balloons. And all will go to the manager. Manager, we are winners. Our balloons are with us in spite of all the fights. How wonderful it would be, right? Nobody will feel sad, nobody will fight, and it's the same in our life happening things, in our nations, in our country, in this world. All want to win. The definition of winning has been changed. Come together, let's change the definition of winning. There's no need that one person wins. Let's be all together win and create happiness, peace, joy, respect, love, tolerance towards each other. How wonderful that world would be. Don't you think so? Yes, very true. Okay, So now we will go like during the whole history. Where if you look into the history of the world, we have seen that war has been taken place. If you go to the scriptures, you will see the war has been taken place, right? Wars are everywhere. War, war, war. Now today I want you to just put a little bit. I will throw light, little bit light. The First World War took place 1914 to 1918, right? Yes, you have written 1914. Perfect, very good. Then it was the World War was between. It was between British, Belgium, Spanish people. Yes, like do you remember? You have done your history paper right. And then after again the World War Second came. World War Second, you remember? It was 1939 to 1945 between the Italy, Japan, France, China. Yes, can you hear me now? Yes. Then it was the Gulf War. Gulf War was again in 1990 to 1991. And I still remember 1991, I was in Bangalore. And every time we used to go on TV and watch it out. What's happening? What's next is happening? And the whole house was praying for them. Because we as students could not do much, but we had only a solution to the prayer. And we used to pray for them. And thereafter, when you see Palestine war, then you see Syrian civil war. Oh my God, Syrian civil war is too much for me. When civilian Syrian war happened, when Syrian civil war happened, I saw the clipping and I was emotionally turned. And I decided I will not show my students in my class that war. Was so pathetic, so horrible. I mean, I had to just breathe out, just to come out of that situation. It was so painful. Thereafter, when we follow, we see that the war may not be a war, but the 21st century, instead of war, what are we having? Terrorist attacks, right? When we see in Mumbai, 26/11, it was a horrible day for everyone. How many brethren of our people died? What chaos we had. We also see 9/11, the USA World Trade. Everybody's experienced the pain, right? When we talk about the war, how difficult, how terrible it becomes. And we are listening about the war. The war took place. What took place in the club? What took place in the mosque? What took place in hotels? Sorry, the terrorist attack took place different places. How horrifying these things. So, do you need a war, or do you want cessation of war? My dear students, how do you feel after listening all the stories? War, war, war. I would say let's erase this word war. Let there be more peace. Yes, Tanya, it makes you very feeling very sad. It makes you feeling very horrifying. But I have still a hope of ray that although there are so many what has been taking place in our old scriptures and today, but now in a different form, now it has come with a very terrorist attacks, right? But I remember the Mr. Manhili, he has set a very beautiful example for all of us at HWPL and IWPG, that in Manila there was a place, Memando, Minando, and there was like 40 years fight was there. The people, the big leaders were not talking. And this was all credit goes to Mr. Manhile, who united them. And thereafter, they had a very peaceful contract, and they made a peace convent, and they have started living now in peace. I'm also happy to. Beside that, I'm also happy to tell you, Japan, when the Nagasaki and Hiroshima and Nagasaki war. Do you remember something like that in Japan? Thereafter, they adopted in their constitution. They renounced the war. They prohibited the country from maintaining arms and forces for warfare. How beautiful that is! And they have Now they're committed to peace and national values. With citizens like with citizens with a Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which suffered atomic bombing, and they become now symbol of peace for us. Thereafter, I remember this person when I was reading through the Ronnie Henry, Edry, Israel and Palestine. He just sent a message on social media. The Iranians, we love you. We don't want to have war with you. And there was some relaxation, right? Besides that, you all know Malala was shot by Taliban's, right? And because just because she was going for school, going for education, but then she forgave that person, forgave that person, and then she set a role. She became a role model for. She inspired thousands of students, thousands of people as a peace and education. So we have a lot of people, those who are working for peace, those are set already before us. They have become the role model for us. I tell you that Mahatma Gandhi says, "Eye for eye." We all will become. The whole world will become blind, right? And if there is a no path of peace, peace is the path. And it is said the world has enough for anyone's need, but not enough for anyone's greed. Yes, yes, very inspiring. Yes, Mahatma Gandhi. I also love Mahatma Gandhi. And I say, love attracts love, peace attracts peace, and the war attracts war. So let's renounce the word war. The less we speak, the better. Because if we speak more of love, the love will attract more. If we speak more of peace, peace will attract more peace. Right? Perfect. Now I want to tell all of you, I told you to take your pen and notebook. Okay, take your notebook and pencil. And today we are going to write our resolution. We are going to write our resolution for the peace, right? Okay, so I'm going to write over here my resolution for my peace. You remember the last time we had written our resolutions? Yes? So today we write our resolution for peace. So we will writing a resolution for peace is I promise. Okay, resolution 2. Please write down your resolution for your family peace laws. Write in chat box. I promise. Okay. I promise. I will reconcile with person with hope. Right? Okay. So have you written everyone? Yes, I have written. Can you see? Yes, I promise to use only positive words. And if I use any ill words by mistake, I will reconcile it with Ho'oponopono. Okay? And I will tell to that person, go in love and grow in love. Right? Yes. Perfect. Come. To conclude, we will just say Ho'oponopono. If today we have hurt somebody, if we have today we have said ill words to somebody, come keep your hands on your heart and say Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. And now we'll say to our own soul, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Now we'll tell the universe you have created, we both. So I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Okay. Thank you. Let's summarize the whole thing before we wind up. Okay. So what we learned in the beginning, we did all the revision of all our previous lessons. Then we spoke about the war number one, World War First, World War Second, the Civilians War, Palestine wars, and the 21st century wars or terrorist attacks. The main attack of 9/11, then 26/11, then throughout the years coming up different types of terrorist attack. Right? We spoke all about that. And we also spoke about the places, different countries where peace has been existing now. After so many years war, people realized that war will not create anything but disaster, horror. There will be more orphans, there will be more widows, there will be more misery, and nobody is being created in this world to experience this misery. We all have come down to this world for to fulfilling our path of love and happiness. Right? Our mothers have given us birth. They are the real human beings who has brought up their son not to fight and die on the borders, but to live their life happily for what purpose they have come down on this earth. Right? And at the end also we spoke about Gandhiji, who says, if you keep the law eye for eye, then the whole world will be blind. But let's keep the path, follow the path of peace, right? And I usually believe as a law of attraction practitioner, I believe if you speak often about love, love will attract you. Speak about peace, peace will attract you. If you speak about war, war will attract you. So we today in our family policy or family personal laws, we said today onwards we will not speak about any ill words, any harsh words, any words which will hurt to others. And if it happens, we will just forgive them and experience the love and abundance of the universe just by saying Ho'oponopono, those four magical words. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Right? And at the end, we have made our resolutions. Right? Okay, thank you so much for being with me. And I'm sorry for a little bit disturbance where I gone on mute. I'm so sorry. Okay, so once again, thanks to IWPG who is training me for PLTA. And I'm trying to do my best. I'm Agatha Dias. Okay, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Bye bye.